Hi, I'm Andrea Bryman. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm located in Thousand Oaks, California. As a mental health therapist in the field of assisted reproduction, really I find my role in many different aspects. One is with the intended parents, discussing with them what they have ahead of them, helping them figure out whether or not they're going to be using an egg donor, helping them decide whether or not they're going to be using a surrogate, helping them grieve with any kind of losses that they've had up to the point of needing to either use an egg donor or surrogate. And then the other role that I play in this field is doing mental health assessments on egg donors and surrogates, and working with clinics and doctors and giving my professional opinion whether or not they're mentally sound and appropriate to go through the process. I also try to provide additional support to intended parents and surrogates after transfers have been made and help them have a positive experience through their journey. There's no absolute requirement. My hope is that every doctor and every clinic and every agency requires that intended parents and egg donors and surrogates meets with the psychologist, but unfortunately there's no laws or mandates about psychological assessments. When I'm assessing an egg donor, the most important thing for me to know is that first of all, does she know what she's doing? Does she know what she's getting into? Has she been provided enough information to make informed consent? And then when I am talking with her, I'm asking her about her family background. I'm asking her about her childhood. Has she had any experiences of loss, any experiences of abuse? And if she has had any of those issues, how has she dealt with them? What kind of resources have been available to her? Has she had any professional counseling? Does she have family support? Has she had support from her community? Because certainly the whole process of donating and then moving on in her life is going to be a little bit of a loss as well as an altruistic experience. So there's goods and bads of it. So I want to make sure that they can mentally understand what they're involved with. I also want to make sure that they have a stable environment, that they've been educated, and are going to be there and be able to follow through with the protocol that goes along with being an egg donor. When I'm talking with the surrogate in terms of being a candidate for surrogacy, one of the most important things is I want to know what her childbirth experience was like. Did she enjoy being pregnant? And once I've decided that it's been a good experience, I want to know why she wants to do it. And I want to see that she has a stable environment, she has a support system to help her through the process, and what is her motivations for wanting to do this? And how are the people around her reacting to her in terms of being a surrogate? I want to see how she's raising her children and how her being pregnant again will affect her family life. I also want to make sure that she's had some education, she knows what she's getting into. I'm also looking for any other losses that she's had in her life. I'm looking to see if she's been in a marital relationship, hasn't been in a relationship, what role that plays in her life at that time. I want to make sure she's had no legal issues. And I also want to make sure that she's financially stable and that she's not dependent on the income that she receives from the surrogacy to support herself through the surrogacy, because again, this has to be an altruistic experience for her. I would say the motivating factors for a woman to be a surrogate generally are someone that really wants to help another person have a child. I mean, they truly feel the joy of their own children. Most women who are done having their own children loved being pregnant and really want to help someone else have that experience. Something in their lives or something that they've exposed to, it's touched them when they've heard about surrogacy, and it's drawn them to want to help others. I would say in terms of surrogacy versus egg donation is definitely a warning sign to me if a surrogate does not have a financial stable environment. While I see that many egg donors are donating to help pay off student loans and college loans, I don't think it's a good thing when you have a surrogate that's looking to do that. And that's something that I often say to surrogates while I'm talking to them. You know what it's like to be pregnant. The money that you're going to receive for compensation to be a surrogate will come nothing close to what you'll be experiencing in the time and energy that you'll be putting into being pregnant.